Jason of all political. I swim through the politics and jump and dive throughout the relationship so you don't drown too. As always, I'm just a man just trying to bring common sense to the world. Common sense isn't so common. My wife and me have been having an open relationship that she requested, but I don't want it. Me and my wife have been together 10 years and married 2 years ago. We've always got on and had a really good relationship, but a few years ago, our sex life started to slow down a bit, and I could tell she was getting a bit bored. We tried a few different things to spice things up, and it seemed to work for a while, but things again slowed down. But again, things slowed down again. We had a few chats about what we wanted sexually and what we could do that would satisfy both of us, and my wife suggested an open relationship. And my wife suggested an open relationship. I was very hesitant at first and told her I didn't want to sleep with anyone else and I only had eyes for her still. She talked more and she told me she still loved me and didn't want to break up, but she wanted to explore more sexually as we've been together a long time and she never had a chance to fully explore when she was younger because we started dating when she was 19. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I eventually agreed to it as I felt things were only going to slide if I didn't say yes, and she would end up leaving me. It took getting used to at first. I didn't really have any desire to seek out new women to sleep with, but my wife was meeting and hooking up with a lot of guys. She's been open for nearly 3 years now, and she's been out to meet guys dozens of times. She tries not to be envious about it. She tells me she has a girls' night every Thursday, but I know that's her night she meets other guys. Multiple times she has left her phone around, and a guy's name has popped up with some sort of message that is obvious who it is. I've only ever had oral sex from one woman I worked with at a works party because I felt I needed to at least try something and hopefully feel like I could into open thing. I'm sorry, I could be into open some shit he just said. He could be into the open relationship. Now I feel like it was so one-sided, but I still really didn't want to meet anyone else. We still have sex together, but it is rare, and I feel like my wife is doing it just because she feels she owes it to me rather than wanting to. I hate the arrangement I agreed to, and I would love to go back to how it was before. She says she wanted to explore new things with new people, and she's been doing it for 3 years, so my hope is that at some point we can go back to being exclusive. We also want to try for kids. Yo, ain't no fucking wrong. We also want to try for kids soon, and again, I hope that maybe we could use that as a fresh start. There is no fresh start, Playboy. I'm sorry, you're not the Playboy, you're the cuck. She's the playgirl. She's the playgirl. There is no starting over. What are you gonna do? You gonna raise a fucking whole half whole baby? Listen, I do believe that in some twisted, warped fucking world, right? Open relationships, polygamy can work. Some people, it can work, but it gotta be under some crazy ass stipulations, situations. It gotta be some bullshit going on for it to work. Most people that are in open relationships or polygamous relationships are just greedy. Too greedy for their own fucking good. And the relationships that they have, they don't really understand what a relationship is. They don't understand what it is. But I want to go back to, she wanted to fully explore when she was younger because we started dating when she was 19. Listen. Two things. One, if you really believe that this girl was innocent before 19, you're a fucking fool. Maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, sure, right? When the dynamic was typically, on average, men had more bodies than women. Somewhere around the 2000s, again, I'm gonna say 2007, 2008, there was a massive fucking shift. And now you have girls being in the double digits before they even 18. I personally believe, second, that this is something that she's been hiding from you for a while. I don't think that she was faithful to this man during his marriage. That's 7 fucking years. You think a woman who's hurting for a squirting with a hole that she can't fill, like the Grand Canyon, was loyal to this man for 7 years? She was waiting for the opportunity to introduce this to him. Their sex life dried up. It didn't dry up. It just was fucking barren for him. She was getting her rocks off. And I guarantee you, her having sex with this guy and him saying she only does it, there's no passion behind it. She only does it because she owes him. Bro, she's getting flipped every which way like your girl is at the Equinox getting a massage training. We already know what goes down over there on them gyms. Touching your women in ways that you shouldn't be touching other women. We already know. She's coming home to experiment the new positions Tyrone and Chad is putting her in. That's what's happening. I'm just going to sit here and say this before we get into the comments. I'm just going to sit here and say this. Ladies, gents, if you are in a relationship and some woman or some guy introduces an open relationship and you are absolutely against it, let that relationship go. Let it go. And I'm not sitting there saying be an asshole about it, but you gotta let it go. You can't fight that. You can't finger blast Pandora's box and think that lock is gonna stay open. You just opened Pandora. You just fucked Pandora. She ready. She is ready. There's no. This shit reminds me of the reason why the All Political channel was even conceived. I told you guys, and for you guys that don't know, the first All Political channel, before they nuked it because I started speaking out about shit that they didn't like. And it had a lot of female fucking supporters on that channel. That's where I got the nickname, your favorite friendly neighborhood misogynist. That came from women. Women named me that, right? Here's the deal. When my channel first started, I had no idea what it really was going to be. It was just me talking about shit that I found fucking funny, right? Shit that I wanted to share with people because I know that out there in the world, there's other people just like me that find shit like this funny. Politics came into play because a lot of shit was going down politically that originally I thought it was funny, but at the same time, if you're going to just apply logic to anything, it's like, hey, right? And it wasn't supposed to be for super deep thinkers or people who don't take shit seriously. It was supposed to be for the average day, everyday individual. Now, when my channel first started, and the reason why I made this channel is because I had to get something off my chest. There was a girl that I fancied a bit, and she had a man. And I remember she was talking to me, and she said some shit that made me go, wow, this girl seems to have a good head on her shoulders. I forgot what it was. I think she was rejecting, like LGBT bullshit or something. She was doing something that made me go, wow, this girl is whatever. She had a man. And then I remember she broke up with this guy, right? She broke up with the guy. And so for the 4 or 5 months she broke up with the guy, I remember one day she told me something, and I remember sitting there and telling her, hey, you shouldn't do this, right? Just actual advice, you should not do this. This is stupid what you're doing. And she sat there and said, she didn't want to listen to me because it's always some guy trying to hold back women. And I just sat there and I just was like, yo, two sides of the same fucking coin. In one breath, you can sit there and reject the bullshit until it involves you and then you're all for it. Which is something that we've always seen with bleeding heart liberals, the way that they really feel about, like, say certain things, how they could be all for something until it affects them. Like that girl who was upset that her boyfriend looks at porn once in a month or some shit like this. Meanwhile, she has a girlfriend somewhere else. She likes his ex-girlfriend, and she's basically a fucking whore, but she hates sex work, but she supports sex work. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't like sex work because it's dehumanizing, unless it's the hive telling her to support it, and then she's all for it. So anyway, this girl said this shit to me, and she said this to me, and in my head, I'm just like, hold the fuck up. You're saying guys are controlling your life when you have your own place. You have updated gaming rig so you can play Overwatch. She had a computer, brand new, spanking new, to play whatever her favorite game, Overwatch and all of that shit, right? You got a pet, you got a car. You was raised in a 2-parent household. They gave you that car. You didn't pay for shit. They gave you that car. They helped you with your bills. You got a job. You got roommates, so you don't even pay all the bills on your own. And you sit here and talk about men are holding you back. Meanwhile, during the time she had broken up with this fucking guy, mind you, her reasoning for breaking up with the guy was because he was not passionate enough. This is what she said, right? During this time, she was away from this guy for 4 or 5 months. She was messing with at least 3 other dudes. Just that simple. 3 other dudes. And apparently at a party, she kissed the girl. So it's like, and I mean, listen, how easy do they have it? How fucked up and crazy it is? You told a guy you didn't want to be with him because he wasn't passionate enough. And so then you just went to the extreme. She even showed me pictures of her in bed with the guy. Not that guy, the ex. The whatever guy she was messing with. Mind you, one time they were driving and he got into an argument with her and she was like literally walking in the rain. And then, not even a week later or a week before that, she let this guy bust his go-gurt in her raw. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker out of all of this. When she decided that she was done playing around for that time, and I'll come back to it later, I don't even think we're going to get into the comments. When she decided she was done playing and, you know, she got over that fucking, you know what I'm saying? She got back with the fucking guy she broke up with and he engaged her. However, she still told me in the end that she didn't want to just end up having sex with only him. And me sitting there going, what the fuck do you mean by that? Like, what do you? Let's get into these comments. The genie is out of the bottle. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it would be impossible to go back to how things were. I suggest telling her how you feel, how you really feel, and maybe the two of you can separate amicably. This guy is right. The moment you messed and agreed to this proposal, she was already not yours anymore, which is sad. I can tell you think logically and have a good heart. I suggest you do logical. Bro, what do you mean logical? The second some chick tell me to open up a relationship, I would look at her and you could tell something would have broken in me, right? Because I'd have looked at her and I'd have tilted my head and be like, boobity boppy. What? Bobbity boobity boobity boppy. Listen, if that was her place, I'd have been taking all my shit like the Tasmanian devil and dipping. If it was her place, bobbity boobity boobity boppy, bobbity boobity, threw all shit to the left outside in the hallway. Get the fuck out. Don't come back. And if you play stupid, I'm gonna tell everybody exactly why I did it. Sometimes that's how you gotta be with these people. Oh, you're not making any sense. I'd have just looked at her. Ditto. I can tell you think logically and have a good heart. I suggest you do be honest and know if you were able to mentally accept everything that comes with this after. But what I do know is that it is gonna get better. What the fuck? I can't understand his English. But what I do know that it is better to get it out. Okay, what I do know is it's better to get it out of the way, and earlier the better, like a band-aid. And you don't have any kids, but he wants kids. So that does make it better. You got choices to make, my guy. I mean, it was already over before he agreed. This is true. The moment he agreed to her open marriage idea is the moment the marriage died. For his mental well-being, it is his best that they both sit down and have a serious talk about how the relationship has failed and now how they should separate amicably. Why do they say, like, she sadly no longer truly loves him since sex is a form of love. She has, in a sense, gotten too used to sharing that form of love with other men, and it has lost the spark with them. Damn, 46 comments? Good Lord, you're allergic to pronunciation. We got a grammar Nazi. Please do not have a kid to fix the marriage. Please, for the love of God. Probably the best advice here, in my honest opinion. You deserve someone that shares your relationship values. After reading this mess that he called it a marriage, I can't express this more. Don't ever think to bring a kid into this miserable marriage. OP, your wife has already checked out. She is no longer in love with you. 3 years and seeing you miserable, and she never tried to slow down and check on you. Bro, because she was getting blasted. Why check on listen, you are the fucking manipulable stability. You are the safe option, but you are not what she desires. You are what she has on paper, but not the operations that go on day to day. You are what sounds good on paper, so she'll keep you. Probably got a good amount of money, right? Got enough money. She's been with you for 10 years, 7 years. Meanwhile, she's in the back of a McDonald's or in a bar getting fucked by a dude with Adidas slides and dirty socks. See, I believe the most lucky rich people in the world are people who are born in two-parent households, people who friends that their friend group has been since childhood and they've only gained and not really lost, and people who they find somebody and they never fall out of love. I think those are the luckiest people on the planet. I truly do believe that. Because this is crazy. You talk about having a kid with her. This woman is trash. This man is trash as well for even suggesting that. After reading this, okay. Bottom line, you need to set her down and make it clear you are done with this arrangement and try marriage counseling. Yeah, he probably, man, whatever. If you both want to start a new relationship, build on mutual understanding and respect. But for now, don't even think about kids. Let me tell you what could happen, which would be hilarious. A hilarious twist of fate. It would be fucking hilarious. The moment this girl decides, okay, I'm gonna calm down for a little bit, thinking that she's gonna just go back and do what she's doing after a while doing this, right? Or when she eventually decides that she's fucking tired and found something greener pastures. If he finds somebody that he enjoys more than her, right? And then she starts trying to manipulate it in a way that, oh, you can't do this, because we've seen this happen. Shit happened with a guy named Pro Jared, was a YouTuber, gaming YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? He had a girl who opened up to open relationships. He wasn't really about it. He tried it, but it wasn't really his thing. The girl was super duper into it. She was just having the time of her life. And then what ended up happening is that she pushed him on to another girl and they hit it off. And she lost her shit. The girl who suggested the open relationships, who was getting blasted, the second the guy found someone, right? It's quality, not quantity. The second he found somebody and was slipping, right? She was losing her grasp on him. She started flipping the fuck out, tried to ruin this fucking man. Look it up on YouTube if you like. She doesn't want to break up either because she wants her cake to eat it too. She's getting the best life, and easy at home, founded probably with a roommate she sleeps with as payment, and goes and lives her best life. I don't think she cares in the slightest for the guy. And sadly, the guy is being wishful that she'd ever consider closing it for the sake of kids. She'll just move to secrecy once she gets bored again. I feel for OP, but the best advice for him is to get peace and comfort and maybe find happiness again. Is not to be in this relationship anymore. Leave and find someone else or be alone. Because I'm sure being alone is better than this. It would hurt enough. Yo, can you imagine he's kissing this fucking chick and she's getting taken to Pound Town and getting nuts busted on her face and in her mouth? Oh my God. I couldn't, man. I wouldn't be able to. I would think people would just be happy having one person that they could just do the most dirty, just fucked up, twisted shit. It's your person, right? Your girl pushes you and she's like, oh, you working hard and you taking care of us. And she just pushes you against the wall and just starts fucking doing the great, what was that fucking, the cantaloupe challenge? She just starts fucking giving you neck and you just, fucking looking like a scene from Resident Evil. That's fucking hot to me. But then again, I believe in vanilla shit. Maybe that's what it is. I'm boring. I believe in vanilla shit, right? The most I could probably think about being extreme is fucking, I don't fucking know, busting in some chick's face, probably putting in her ass, but all that extra crazy shit, that's the fucking problem. This world pushes sex and just being a degenerate so fucking much that people's tastes are so out there now. It's peeing on people, eat and throw up, beating the fuck out of somebody while you're having sex. Like, man, these people fucking sick. This is her reality now, and she has no apparent intention of ever changing. If you want to be monogamous, it cannot be with someone who does not want monogamy, your wife included. Decide what works for you, one or the other. This is sad, man. You need to find a woman who loves you, all of you, and only you. Just having the image of another man plowing my wife would drive me insane 24/7. This is no way to live. I'm not assigning blame, but if you express reluctance, she shouldn't have opened the marriage. If you didn't express your feelings more empathetically, she still shouldn't have been open to, I'm sorry, and still, what the fuck? Hold on. Just take it from the top. I'm getting excited. I'm not assigning blame, but you expressed reluctance. She shouldn't have opened the marriage if you didn't express your feelings more empathetically. She still shouldn't have opened the marriage, and you shouldn't have let her. Non-monogamy is just like consent. Both parties should be enthusiastically in agreement or nothing happens. Take the L, get some therapy. If you can trust your partner in a future, if you trust your partner in the future relationships, and find someone else. Do not add kids to this mess, please. If she wants an open marriage and you didn't, but did it anyway, then your marriage failed. Do get a divorce and a wife that loves you, and not one that prioritizes getting run through. Your marriage is dead. She's aware you don't like it and doesn't care. This dude ain't gonna listen. Bro let his wife get railed by randos for that amount of time. No coming back from that level of pathetic. Not to mention, God knows how many diseases she may have gotten by now that OP doesn't know about, or for that matter, that she doesn't know about from how OP describes the amount of guys she's been going through. Yo, I guarantee you, it's not just Thursdays for her girls' night out. I'ma just put it to you like that. She's getting fucked at work. She's getting fucked when she goes to the gym. She's getting fucked when she goes out to do whatever that she needs to do. She got a car? Oh yeah. Anyway, much less who obviously doesn't care about OP or the marriage as much as they do about themselves and their own selfish wants and desires. Once again, per OP's description for the past 3 years. Time for him to cut his losses and move on. Time for OP to start fresh and new and have more self-respect. Find someone who understands what true dedication, commitment, loyalty, and fidelity means. Good luck, OP. Yeah, if this is real, your marriage is over. End it now before you commit more of your life to her. Do we have a controversial filter or nah? Nah, no controversial filter. No controversial filter. Ladies and gents, let me know what you think. Are you in an open? I'm gonna tell you right now. If you in an open relationship, and you leave a comment like, "Yeah, I'm in an open relationship," but I mean, I probably wouldn't comment if I was in an open relationship or fuck. Yeah. Anyway. I'll catch you guys next time. I said some shit and I realized it was a trap immediately. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Look at my early Valentine's Day date. Vante, what do you think? Did you have fun?
I had an amazing time.
Did you like our food?
Where
did we go?
I don't know.
We had what?
Pho.
Bo. You said it. You could say it either way.
Yeah, it's one of those correct.
Will you give me an early Valentine's Day cake?
Sure.
Love those lips.
Love you more.